What's up, guys? Infernity234 here, and today I'm going to be bringing you my Constellar deck profile for the September 2013 list. Constellars are my favorite deck right now, and it's the main deck that I'm using. So let's just jump right into the list. First, we have Triple Kaus. This guy is really important in the deck. He's what allows you to get your rank 5 plays off, and Pleiades is one of the best Xyz monsters right now because of the compulse effect that he has. So there's that. And next we have Triple Pollux, who is like the Evil Swarm caster of the deck, basically. He allows you to get an extra normal summon, and he can't be Veilered, which is an amazing plus right now. Next, I'm playing 3 Alligator. I'm not playing Sheraton in the deck because I just don't think Sheraton, being a level 3, it just doesn't have the Xyz synergy in the deck that the other level 4s have. Alligator is susceptible to Maxi and Veiler, so that is a downside, but it's still pretty important to run, and I do run 3 of them. Next we have Constellar Sombre, who is so important in this deck. It's just a 1-card Xyz. It's the best top deck you can have late game. So running it at 3 is pretty mandatory. So that's it for the Constellars that I run in the deck. Like I said, I don't run Sheraton. Sheraton's okay. I mean, getting to search for a Sombre is really good, but like I said, it just where it's a level 3, and where it only has 700 attack, it's a really big downside. Next, I'm playing the 1 Thunder King. Some people side deck it. I like to main deck it just because it's still so good right now in this format. If you can summon it against Prophecies and maintain it on the field and protect it, you're in a pretty good spot. Plus, it actually is really good against Infernities. And then I'm playing the 1 Bear, since we are playing 2 Tinkies in the deck. And for the hand traps, I'm playing the 1 Honest, since basically every monster in this deck is light except for Bear. And then we have the double Veiler and the double Maxi. I feel that 2 and 2 is really good in this deck. Playing 3 and 3 is too much. And playing only 1 Effect Veiler right now wouldn't be really good in this deck. And only 1 Maxi wouldn't be good either, since Maxi is probably better than Veiler right now, I think, anyway. That's it for the monsters in the deck. And the spells, we have 1 Rhoda and 2 Tinky. These are the search cards. Next we move on to Double Pot of Duality. I'm only playing 2. I don't want to play 3, just because sometimes in the turn you don't want to play Pot of Duality because you need that special summon. So that's why I only play 2. And plus you already have 2 Tinkies and Rhoda to search out, and it's not really needed. And then I play double Lance and double MST, which is pretty good on the back row hate for this deck. With the Lance, you want to protect the Pleiades and the Sombre. And then we have Book of Moon and Dark Hole. For the traps, we have the 1 Warning, 1 Torrential, 1 Bottomless, 1 Compulse, and the 1 Mirror Force and 2 Dimensional Prison. I initially had 2 Mirror Force and 2 Dimensional Prisons, but the deck was at 41 cards, and I wanted to put it at 40 exactly, so I needed 1 card to cut. And I would rather have the 2 D Prisons instead of the 1 Mirror Force, instead of the 2 Mirror Force. So I think 2 and 1 is good. If you wanted, you could play 2 Mirror Force and 1 D Prison, but I like the 2 D Prison. And then lastly, the 2 Fiendish Chain and 1 Exceedorborn. The Exceedorborn, it's like a 50-50 card. I love it and I hate it, because a lot of the times you will dead draw it. But once you have Pleiades in the grave and you have this, it's the best thing ever. So that's it for the main deck. It is 40 cards. We'll move on to the extra deck. We have one Black Ship of Corn, one Utopia, which I only play because it's a light monster, Gaga Cowboy, Maestroke, Abyss Dweller, Star Liege, which is actually really amazing. I'm thinking about taking the Utopia out and putting in a second Star Liege because this card is just so good. Constellar Precip, I guess how you pronounce it. If you don't know what he does, he needs 2 level 4 Constellar monsters, and once per turn, during the damage step of either player's turn, when a Constellar monster I control is attacking or being attacked, I can detach 1 Xyz material from it, and it gains 1,000 attack until the end phase. So it's really good to get over higher attack monsters. Then I'm playing 1 Omega, which is really important because there's so much back row right now. Those are all of the rank 4s. Now the rank 5s, we're playing Shark Fortress, which allows this deck to actually have OTK potentials. It's like a Daigusto Phoenix, but it's actually better, and it's funny that it was a common. Volcasaurus and Tyrus. And then for the most important Xyz monster in the extra deck, I think, is 2 Pleiades. This card is just so good right now. Being able to compulse anything on either side of the field is just such game changing. And then we have the 1 M7, and lastly the Gaia Dragon. That's it for the extra deck, and now for the side deck. I'm playing 2 Consecrated Lights, mostly for Infernity and Blackwings, and you will run into those rogue decks sometimes that play the just dark monsters. But Consecrated Light is really good. If you can get this out here and protect it, if you're playing against something like Infernities, then there's really not much that they can do. Then I'm playing the 3rd Maxi in the side deck, and 1 Droll and Lockbird. I really didn't know what to put in here. Had 14 cards and then I had an extra space, so I just decided to throw Droll and Lockbird in there. It's good against some matchups. Then for the traps, I have the Transmigration Prophecy, which is actually a really important trap right now. And another card, these next 2 cards are actually really good, and a lot of people maybe don't know about this card right now. It's Royal Prison, and what it is a continuous trap, and monsters cannot be special summoned from the graveyard, which, if you play this against Infernities or Dragon Rulers or anything that needs to special summon from the graveyard, this card is so good. So if you wanted to try 2 of these out in your side deck, try them out. They work really good. Then 1 Vanity's Emptiness. If I had another one, I would take out the Droll and Lockbird for the 2nd Vanity's Emptiness, but for right now I only have 1. And then we have Triple Gozen Match, which mostly is for Dragon Rulers, and I play 3 because I want to get this card as soon as possible when I'm playing against Dragon Rulers. And aside the 3rd MST, and 2 Shadow Imprisoning Mirrors, for Blackwings or Infernities, just any of the dark deck. And then the 1 Soul Drain for Mermails and other decks. So yeah, that is my Constellar deck profile for the September 2013 ban list. If you guys like this deck profile and you want to see more decks, just like, comment, and subscribe. The next deck I may do is a hieratic deck profile, so if you want to see that, like this video, and thank you guys for watching.